Hey guys, my name's Brittany. This is my first YouTube video ever, so it's definitely not going to be perfect. But basically, I wanted to record one of my trades. I trade low price penny stocks. I also like to swing trade. I just to introduce myself, so I'm not just some random chick. I'm 28 years old. I live outside of Sacramento, and I got into penny stocks in May and did my first trade in July. So I'm still learning and I'm very new, and I wanted to record this to help others learn and help myself learn. So I will show you my trade on Stocks to Trade. That's the platform that I use, as you can see right here. It's a pretty expensive platform, but you get what you pay for. And I take trading very seriously, and I eventually want to make it my full-time career. So, yeah, that's why I pay for it. So, CVSI. This is a marijuana OTC penny stock, which penny stocks are technically considered under $5. Sometimes they're considered under 10, so those are the kind of stocks I normally trade. CVSI is a marijuana stock. I've actually been watching this ticker for months since I started. When I started, the marijuana sector was hot, and this was one of those stocks that has been in play many times, so it's always been on my watch list. I've been watching it weekly, and I noticed that it was hitting its lows for the first time in about 3 months or so. So CVSI is actually, they have good fundamentals. They had good earnings. They're applying for the NASDAQ. So this one's looking pretty good. And as you can see here, where there's the support where it doesn't seem to drop below $3. So here, and I'll make this bigger. So when it was dropping here on November 26th, I noticed that it was getting really low, and I wanted to dip buy this because I know this stock holds above $3. So I thought this was a really good risk reward ratio. So my entry wasn't perfect by any means. I actually got in at 377, so around right here. I should have waited. I knew it was at as low as I knew if it went below $3, that would hit my risk point. And it didn't hit below $3, but the next day it did hit. I think the lowest was, I want to say it was three. Yeah, I think it hit like 330, which is pretty low. So I was down from 377. So that's pretty significant. And I would normally cut my losses very quickly. However, I just knew the support was good and the fundamentals of this company were really good. So I was willing to have a higher risk tolerance on this. And also, I was in a small position, only about 200 shares. So I felt okay having a higher risk tolerance. And sure enough, I was right. Today it spiked up, and I went ahead and sold at 452, so right here. And I'll go over the day chart today. So I actually held on to this for a couple days, knowing it would go back up. So by the time I saw it get this high up, because I did want to make close to $1 a share, I was actually on the phone with my mom, which I love her, and that's fine. Life happens sometimes. And so when I got off the phone and I saw it up here, I think the high a day was 468. I decided to wait because it was still looking good. It was still uptrending. It went down a little bit, but it was still going good. And then I remembered, since I've been watching this for the last couple months, I did actually play it before where it didn't gap up the next day, because I was debating on whether I wanted to hold this today because it was the first green day pattern, which that's one of my favorite patterns. I learn a lot of my stuff from Tim Sykes, and one of his patterns is the first green day pattern, OTC stocks on lots of volume. And as you can see here, that happened. And up until recently, CVSI did really well on first green days. It would gap up. But these last two times, like here, I mean, I guess that's not that much volume here, it didn't really gap up the next day. So that's why I decided to sell in today, sell into strength. I'm still a new and learning trader, and there's been a lot of times where I wanted to hold and hope it'd keep going up, and I was ahead and I could have took profits, but I was getting greedy and I wanted more, and it went down, and then I got out for a loss. So whenever I can, I try to take my profits, and this trade wasn't perfect. I definitely could have waited and gotten a better entry, but hey, I still followed my plan, and I'm proud of myself. And I did have a couple stupid losses recently, which, losses are fine as long as you learn from them. But this is very hopeful to be right about a trade and get in with 20% profits. So thanks for listening. And I know my video's not perfect, and I don't even know how to stop this. Okay, I figured it out. Have a good one.